Hi folks, NanoTransformation.com. It's taken me a long time to actually do this video, to get to the point where I could talk about NutraSilver clearly with a balanced mind and give you the effects after weeks and weeks worth of experimentation. This is the product called NutraSilver. Okay. And here's the brochure. I'm sure that you guys have seen this around the web. Okay. There's some pretty famous pictures of how a gal's hand was cleaned up, and you see the same gal's pictures all over the place. It's a true story, and I've verified that. It took me a while. Whenever I see testimonials, because I'm a professional online marketer, I'm really careful because I know how things are done, and we have a high level understanding of marketing online. So when I'm looking at testimonials, they have to be vectored, and I have to look at them myself and see that they're real. This stuff is really going on. The doctor that created the droplets in the bottles, that is how many drops and what protocols, out of Atlanta. She's having great success with not just, I believe her name was Connie's symptoms, but many other people who have similar phenomenons with this strange substance. Well, we decided to try it ourselves, and holy cow. Alright, there is a serious anti-infection effect that this stuff has. I've tried silvers before. I haven't had anything this strong. I think the reason it works so well is because of the water clustering technology used. The people who developed this product don't know my background in water clustering and my relationship with a lot of different companies that do clustered water. Patrick Flanagan, who worked with microhydrin to lower the surface tension of water. Dan Winter, who helped with the flow forms using vortex implosion to measurably germinate seeds better using waterfall technology. I've got a background in this stuff, and I've already talked to a lot of you guys about this. If they are using clustered water and the NanoSilver, they're doing it in a way that is superior to other silvers that I have tried. An example of this is my friend, who you see on other videos in this website. She woke up with a lung infection of some kind a couple weeks back when we were still in our testing mode. And I got her to do several drops of this, and she was up on her feet and breathing normally within a few minutes. The key is to make sure that she actually does it, because it's, you can have something that really works right in front of you when you're this sick. When you have Morgellons, like before we recovered, when you're at a condition that you're at right now, there's so many things that you're overwhelmed with. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. Silver. A product called NanoSilver was already on our protocols, both at the top, if you look at the homepage of our website, at the cells and blood, and also at the lungs and ears. We were using another kind of silver. We've actually changed that graphic to include NutraSilver instead, because it's got more of a kick. It's a little more expensive, but I know the reason why. So she was up on her feet. There were some other things that happened that I will share inside the membership area. After we began our testing with this, we've told you that we're free and clear and healthy. Apparently, there were still some things that needed to happen for our kidneys and livers that were minor, that were brought to the surface with this and pushed out at a much deeper level, and in conjunction with far infrared. So I am pretty blown away. So blown away, in fact, that I've had some pretty good talks and conversations with the CEO of the company. Explaining my background on marketing, and this is part of our $200 protocol. We were including NanoSilver before. We've changed it to NutraSilver, which is slightly more expensive. Still should be able to keep it in the $200 to $250 range, but we are recommending this product as one of the initial purchases when you're dealing with this bifunguria, which is what our belief is actually going on. I hope that makes sense to you. We're going to cover a lot more about this product, how it works, including articles. You can find a lot of articles on the line. Please online. Please understand that the FDA has not evaluated this product, and the FDA has not endorsed our site. We neither pretend or hope to cure, treat, advise, or provide medical evaluation to anybody who views our videos or purchases our books. We have this disclaimer everywhere, and we stand by it. However, we can make recommendations by letting you know within our membership club, it's a club, not a treatment center, that what has happened for us and how effective it actually was, which is completely, the way that we approach this whole topic. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm giving you a sneak peek of what's actually in our protocols. It's not the entire thing, but this is one of the flagship products that is actually in the protocol. It's not a cure to Morgellons. I spent hours on the phone with the CEO. He knows that, and he's not claiming that that's the case. My belief is that the electromagnetic zap that you get from, we have an article we're going to include about nanotechnology. Silver seems to mess with the electromagnetic spectrum and modulation effect that the nanotech has between the phospholipids in the cell. I believe it's shorting out the nanoassembly technology in some fundamental way. Whether it's bio-nanotech or nanobiotech, we know that it acts as a defense mechanism and as an antibiotic at the very least. It may actually also interfere with electromagnetic frequency modulation or photon modulation in the cell in the phospholipid interaction between water, between extracellular fluid, intracellular fluid. Remember, Dr. Hierl-Staniger's work was the idea that nanoparticles can check into the cell, but they don't check out. And then they start to nano-assemble and do all kinds of things and modify. And there's so many different varieties of nanotechnology that there's no possible way we could ever know what all of you are dealing with. This is why our more intense recommendation for someone who's really, really dying is to go to professional nanotoxicologists like Staniger or the rest after you've looked at the first things you need to do to get your sanity back in the immediate moment. But the bottom line is that NutraSilver is helping too many people that I've talked to, regardless of what the phenomenon is, to not be incredibly helpful. So we've switched over NanoSilver as our primary protocol and moved it to NutraSilver. Okay? This is NanoTransformation.com signing off. I'm really happy that we have a product this powerful, and I'm really, really happy that I've been talking to so many of you and so many of these guys out there who are creating amazing products to try to help those of us who have been through something as tragic as the Morgellons phenomenon. See you on the inside.